all night on this, but I want to move on. I mean, maybe I'm looking at this all wrong, and that what we should do is really bite the bullet and just really tax people and pay down the debt once and for all. In fact, we crunched the numbers. And if we just grit our teeth and we raise taxes once and for all and we tax everyone 40%, just everyone, no exemptions, nothing, just 40%, we could wipe out the debt in 3 years. What do you think, guys? Good idea? Peter, what do you think?
Not a chance.
No? Why?
Did you check your math? The national debt,
that
just
gets you
the
to
funded
16 trillion.
portion.
That gets you to 16
you
trillion.
can't pay off this.
So maybe it takes 4 years, 5. Why not tax everybody 40%?
It's impossible to pay that debt off.
Why not tax the hell out of everybody and get it over with?
No, even if you raise taxes to 100%, we couldn't pay it off. That's the problem. We're going to default on this debt. The only question is, how are we going to do it? Are we going to do it honestly, or are we going to do it through inflation? But it is impossible to pay the debt off. And when you look at the unfunded liabilities that dwarf the official debt, we can't tax our way out of this problem. No. We have to take a meat hook to government spending, including entitlement.
I thought maybe that was a good idea and that I'd been way off in this cutting spending thing all the time. Professor Lipson, let's just tax the hell out of everybody and get it over with. Like, really tighten our belt. 5 years from now, we could pay down the whole thing. Come on.
We can't keep you and me out of this. No, here's the problem. There are a couple of problems. The first problem is that basically what President Obama and the high-spending Democrats would really like to do is ultimately raise the portion of the government in our economy from its traditional 20% up to about 25%. And they've been gradually doing that. And no amount of taxes that you add on would pay for it. And in addition, it would slow economic growth. And the second problem is that nobody on the spending side is tackling the big drivers of the debt, which are these unfunded liabilities. And the only way you get at those is by structural changes. You have to raise very gradually retirement age and the like, but you do not hear any Democrats talking about it, and they're in power.
Spencer, why does the math not work?
We can't raise it gradually. We got to do it right now. We got to cut the benefits of the people who are currently receiving them. We can't afford them.
Spencer, let me get you back in there. Why does the math not work? Why is this problem getting away from us? We can't just raise taxes on everybody and just pay for this problem, because that's what they make it seem like in Washington. If we all just paid a little bit more, we could solve this problem.
Yeah, and that's really not the answer. I mean, spending is clearly the problem. What I would so love to see is a pro-growth policy. If you could have U.S. GDP be in a 3 or 4% range rather than in the 1.5%, hopefully type range, you'd have a great deal more government revenue that if you can finally tackle a little bit of the entitlements and take those down, increase some retirement ages, that's how you tackle this debt. If you get growth of 3 or 4%, this is possible. And so give us pro-growth policies. Give us a free market. Get rid of the regulations. Get rid of the carbon tax, the VAT, lower taxes, and then
we have a lot more taxes coming.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's true.
Coming.
And we would have to in order to pay for any of this. But Peter, let me ask you, I mean, if you were trying to explain it to someone who, wasn't politically invested in this fight at all, and they're really just looking at the numbers, why does it not work? Is it because the debt is growing so fast it's getting away from us? Is it because you can only tax to a certain percent and then people stop working? I mean, what is the fundamental reason why this would not work?
Well, the problem is government is promising a bunch of free stuff. That's how President Obama got elected. He promised free stuff to a lot of people. And the fact of the matter is, it's not free. It's very expensive. And the middle class is going to have to pay for it. But we simply can't afford the amount of government that we've been promised. And you've got the government trying to run these giant Ponzi schemes like Social Security. It's not about tinkering with it. It can't work. It is impossible to reform these programs in a way that is going to work. We have to acknowledge that. And we're never going to get the kind of economic growth you're talking about, 4 or 5% a year, unless we let the economy restructure. That means the Fed has to stop printing money. They have to let interest rates go up because they're much too low to encourage savings and investment. And we have to allow this economy to restructure. That means a lot of people have to lose a lot of money. Banks have got to fail. Real estate prices have to come down. People have to stop spending so they can start saving so we can have the capital investment needed to grow a real economy.
I think I'm depressed. None of those things are going to happen. But with that, I'm going to let you go. Power Panel, thank you so much.